talk about Gary, Indiana, the home of Michael Jackson and the Jacksons, how it has not had power for, 8, 9 days now. So I'm from the Midwest, as many of you all know. I'm from Chicago. So my people hit me up from Chicago, and they were like, there was like a really bad tornado, and my friend here was like, did you hear about the tornado? And so the tornado apparently was really bad, especially in the south suburbs and the south side. And I guess it hit Gary. And Gary, Indiana is very close to Chicago. It's about 45 minutes to an hour away from Chicago, depending on where you live in Chicago. And it's predominantly black. And so the fact that it's without power is definitely like quote unquote environmental racism or whatever you want to call it. We're going to let Keith Lee speak about it. I'm going to come back and we're going to talk about it.
Gary, Indiana been without power for 8 days. We was talking about doing a food tour in the Midwest because we're going to Chicago next year for our festival. How we gonna do a food tour in the Midwest and Gary ain't had no power and ain't nobody talking about it? I, for one, have not seen anybody else outside of Gary, Indiana talk about what's going on in Gary, Indiana. And I don't like it. And if you know me, you know I put my money where my mouth is. So today alone, we've been on the phone with the mayor's office to see if there's ways we can get involved. We've been on the phone with Salvation Army to see if we can get a Salvation Army truck and just drive around and pass out necessities, goods, anything that we can get our hands on. Now, I'm not only making this video to say, if you in Indiana and you know any ways we can get involved, please let me know. I'm also making this video to say, I think this should be national news. And it's crazy to me that it's not being talked about. All the stuff y'all talk about on social media nowadays, everybody got a think piece on everything. Why not a think piece on the fact that communities that look like myself